South Korea is broadening its diplomatic frontier by building on its soft power to promote partnerships with countries traditionally considered out of its strategic range. Now, this is according to the new Deputy Minister for Public Diplomacy, who recently sat down with our senior correspondent Oh Soo-young. Do take a listen.
Inspiring hope, solidarity, and even a bit of dance, Korea plans to expand its reach to the global south. Korea's new Deputy Minister for Public Diplomacy, Lim Sang-woo, brings decades of experience to the role of broadening Seoul's diplomacy beyond traditional statecraft centered on trade and security.
I think in this era of uncertainty with a lot of changes and vagaries, public diplomacy has really become one of the most important tools of diplomacy. It's become one of the most important diplomatic strategies that nations can adopt, especially for nations, middle powers like Korea. The global south is the focus.
His tenure as Korea's first ambassador to Madagascar offers a glimpse of his approach. Learning Malagasy on the ground, Im's engagement with communities went beyond the vernacular. He also drew in individuals and NGOs, helping strengthen healthcare networks, youth education and food security, as well as biodiversity protection and free elections. During COVID-19, he was putting up hospital wards and even delivering medicine. Im became a widely loved and respected figure, even invited to create his own TV show on Korean culture.
Madagascar is a very young country with, I think, over 60% of its population being under 25 years old. So a very young country with a lot of potential. And actually, Madagascar used to outperform Korea until 1967. They were richer than us. So I used to point out this historical context to tell them that Madagascar could actually one day become the next Korea, and Korea will be there in its journey, in its quest for development. And I tried to convey this not in French, but in Malagasy, so that I could really reach out to their hearts.
Im's people-centered approach also resonated in India, his most recent post. He drew public attention not only by impressively speaking Hindi, he also volunteered every weekend as a certified guide at the National Museum.
And I say, hi, I'm your tour guide for you today. Actually, I'm from Korea, and they're a little taken aback, but I sprinkle my tour guide with Korean history, where Korean history overlaps with Indian history, and Buddhism too, and it came from India. So after my 1 hour and a half of guide through the National Museum, the Indians, they come to appreciate not only their own history, but also the fact that Korea and India were very close, interconnected despite the distance.
Further expanding Korea's reach online, Im and his Korean embassy colleagues bust out dance moves to the song Natu Natu. This drew widespread reactions across the world's largest democracy, including from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who shared and commented on the post. Now overseeing Seoul's public diplomacy, Im hopes to build on the Korean narrative of development that resonates with emerging partners and younger societies.
As we went through all this in a very compressed timeline, we experienced war, poverty, and then modernization, democratization. So all these things happened in such a short period of time, so we have such a huge reservoir of raw material to be used for our stories and our music. And I think people across different backgrounds, they see their story, they see their struggles in our storylines.
Now 3 decades into his career, Im hopes to continue reaching people's hearts to build shared aspiration and solidarity. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.